Please call me on my if I'm off base. Regardless, I've never really dated black guys that much. And boy.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Sorry, I don't date black guys.
Hey, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise swearsies. It's just a fact. It's totally science. Go ahead, look it up. Thanks so much. I was thinking of something vaguely Valentine's related, and it was then that I realized we hadn't done Tinder things in a while. So let's go swipe left and be really glad that we ain't any of these people today. Or maybe we are. And if we are, then hey, that's okay too. At least in moderation, because yeah, this first post says, I hate it here. Yeah, it really do be like that sometimes. Creep says, down to go for dinner on Thursday, and then maybe come over if everything goes well. My boy would be happy to see you. Tongue sticking out emoji. Oh, I can on Thursday. I have a client and then a volleyball game. I'm only free Friday night or Sunday. Who's your boy? Friday works better. My boy equals eggplant. Laughing with tears. Yeah, that doesn't make it any less creepy because you did the emoji, okay? OP says, oh, lol. Not even surprised. Disgusted, just like another one. I thought maybe you had a dog. Would that save this situation for you? I think it's best to exit post-haste. But I don't know, maybe you do want to see his eggplant. I'm in no position to judge. I have a dog too, so you'll meet my boys. Dude, that's painting a really gross picture for me. In this context, that's probably not a great thing to say. So nasty. Would you be down? I bought a new memory foam mattress.
The perfect balance of comfort, support, and optimal sleep temperature. Take it home today, sleep better tonight.
Oh, well, that's the clincher. That really seals the deal, you know? Shout out to memory foam mattresses. Where's my sponsorship, you know? OP says, I didn't really plan to go home with a guy on the first date. First date is just to get a vibe for things typically. No pressure. Otherwise, I feel like there's a lot of pressure. There is. He's a creep. Oh, that's just fine then. We could go to dinner and then have a cute blowy if everything goes well. What the hell?
What? No, dude!
Why does he call it cute? To make it sound diminutive? To make it seem like not a big deal? Because girls like things that are cute? Dude's out here looking for a cute one, okay? He's gotta be real sloppy and nasty. If that's okay. See? Respectfully. We could have a cute blowy. Respectfully. Just like a thank you note. Hope he just says, wow. That is hilarious. Honestly, some chick is gonna fall for this eventually, and that chick is gonna be sorely disappointed because lots of things in this post are just dripping with that tiny peepee energy, you know? Like the cute blowy thing. That was the clincher, but he also introduces it as his boy. You want to meet my small little baby boy? What are you doing out here, dude? He is jacked. That's enough for some chicks, but yeah, the lights are on, but nobody's home. He's a numbskull. I can't waste any more time on numbskulls. We gotta move on. When my friends ask me how the dating scene is going, they're not well from what I've seen. But that doesn't stop me from wanting to see some more. So the guy, Trent, says, it sounds good. See you soon. And then they go out on a date. Hey, step 1 complete. OP says, hey, thanks for planning the date yesterday, but I don't think this will work out. I hope you find what you're looking for. Okay. Tell me why. I paid for everything and you barely ate any of your food and I'm the problem. Yes, just deflect. Were you too prideful on the first date to ask for a doggy bag? Because I'd totally do it. I'd be like, you didn't finish those chicken wings. We getting that to go. Waiter. OP says, Trent, I got a small appetizer for like $12 since I wasn't even hungry. Not sure why you're bringing up paying for it as if it's even a big deal. I mean, you don't know. $12 might be a big deal to Trent. His name's Trent. For God's sake, it sounds like trench, which is like a gutter. How many possibilities can he possibly have in his life? Let's let's be a little bit nicer to Trent, huh? Did you just stand up for him and shit on him at the same time? Yep, sure did. OP says, maybe the reason the last 3 girls you went out with bailed on you is because you're a raging alcoholic. Oh, then the mystery solved. I'm sure chugging 4 large beers in 30 minutes is impressive to your bros, but then proceeding to get loud at dinner, slamming the table, and being all around obvious isn't exactly attractive. I meant obnoxious, not obvious. Yeah. Trent is drinking all of his money is what happened. He went and spent $200 and blamed you for a $12 plate of chicken wings. I'm so glad you saw the signs and got the hell out of there. Trent says, 4 beers ain't even that much. How about you learn to have some freaking fun? Crying, laughing emojis. You psycho bitch. Just the level of deflection, the refusal to acknowledge one's own actions, even doubling down. He's like, you think 4 beers is a lot? Let me show you how much I can drink. Trent, stop.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
I can't fix this. 4 beers in 30 minutes is a lot. You might be an alcoholic, or at least a binge drinker, you know? Maybe cool it out for a little while. OP just says, okay, well, bye. Yeah, fuck you. Bye-bye. I hope you find what you're looking for, horse emoji. Or no, I guess that's a donkey emoji. Oh, you mean like she's a jackass? That's a sick burn, Trent. The last 2 struggling alcohol-soaked brain cells are like, let's do the donkey emoji. That'll really drive your point home. Should have been the chicken emoji, because isn't the alternating capital stuff like usually paired with the SpongeBob meme where he's got the dum-dum face on? Anyways, good job on OP for getting the hell out of there. That's all I got to say. Next one. Hey guys, is this a huge red flag, or should I try and recover? If you even have to ask yourself the question, you probably already know the answer. You know that, don't you, OP? He's just in denial. How hot is she? Not hot enough to put up with all this. All right, let's see what it is exactly. Hey, you said you're going to sleep, but you liked my picture that I posted after you went to sleep, which means you were up. Sorry, I have 0 tolerance for people who lie, and I don't want to get hurt later by entertaining such behavior in the beginning. Hence, I don't want to continue speaking to you. Good night, Smiley. Best of luck. Honestly, makes perfect sense to me. She's probably carrying around emotional baggage from some old boyfriend who used to lie and gaslight her back when she was still a trusting person. But another person came in and broke her, and maybe you could fix her, but are you really up for that task? You have to be a man of your word. If you say you're going to sleep, that means you're going to sleep right now.
Listen, my bulky flower, I have an early date tomorrow.
I wasn't asking.
You'll learn to use your words more carefully. You'll learn that words actually mean something. She'll learn to love again. It could be a storybook romance. Of course, we cut out all the fighting, because the fighting part is much more likely than the anything else part with a partner like this. I don't think she's ready for a relationship at all. OP says, here's some context. I matched with this girl 3 days ago, and we were planning to meet on the weekend to go skiing together. The conversation was going really good and seemed like long-term potential. I wished her good night and went to sleep early. I woke up to go to the bathroom late at night and opened Instagram and liked her picture, which she posted late. How do you get back to sleep after staring into your phone screen? I mean, I guess technically it wasn't a lie. Correct. You went pee-pee. Well, if you took the phone, you probably went the other one, didn't you? But either way, yeah. I think that she's the one that's being completely unhinged in this situation. I'd probably, just malicious compliance and text her every time I went to the bathroom. Hey, I'm peeing right now. I thought about liking one of your photos, but then I realized that, that's a big no-no after 10 p.m. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's going to work out in any way. It is a red flag. A lot of battle damage there. I don't think you're ready. I wouldn't take that shit on. Good luck, OP. Next post. Got this message after a lovely first date. Stung a bit, not gonna lie. We kissed 4 times. 4 times, bro. Are you the first guy that she's done this with? Is the first question that comes into my mind. Because not to rain on your parade or anything like that, but shit, couldn't be me. I don't know where that mouth big, you nasty. We went on the date. You didn't win the prize yet. Oh, what is the prize? You'll never know because the expectation is definitely better than the reality. Okay. So OP said to this chick, I completely forgot the name of the neuroscientist that does the podcast. I want to listen to it today while I'm out on my run. I just know that his first name is Albert Lamau, laughing face with tears. She responds, hi there. His name's not Albert, but you were so close. Lol, lol, lol. It's Andrew Huberman. Well, I'm going to check this one out when I'm going to bed tonight, too. Hey, if you haven't liked my podcast yet over on Spotify or something, please do. Real problem is I need to get some more episodes up on there, but I'll totally do it. I just need the likes first. This is like a pay in advance type of situation. So the girl says to OP, look, I want to apologize for disappearing after our date. I had an exceptionally lovely time with you, but want to be honest that I'm noticing I'm not in a good space to be exploring a relationship right now. Wow. Surprisingly mature outlook. It has absolutely zero to do with you. My mental health can be very high maintenance and I need to use my energy to focus on that right now. So I hope you can understand and I'm really sorry and I hope that you'll still listen to Andrew Huberman. Nervous emoji and crying emoji. And OP doesn't include any response or anything like that, which means he took that message with its given intent and was just like, okay, good luck with your mental health stuff. We had a little bit of fun, learned about a new person, and now it's time to move on. I think that's a good way to look at life. Oh, there's also context on this one. Okay. OP says we went on a date on Saturday, and it went exceptionally well, as per her message above. We spent around 4 hours together, and we were holding hands, even kissing towards the end. I even gave her a nice little handwritten note that she asked me to write on a coaster for her. Damn, dude, you're just another notch in the bedpost. Another coaster hanging up on her wall. OP says, I thought, honestly, that I had found the one. We clicked so well, not just on a physical level, but also on an emotional level. Fuck, even our outfits were identical, and she was so easy to talk to. Shit sucks. I'm so bummed out. Just when you thought you found the one, they start pulling away. I was swept off my feet, shaking my head. I'm gonna take a break from dating for a bit because this one does hurt for sure. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. Expectation is the mother of disappointment, OP. Don't be sad that it's over, be glad that it happened, or some other type of platitude like that. Am I helping at all? Probably not, but I've done all I can do. It's not up to you to save her from herself, and at least she's mature enough to realize that, yeah, it's probably not a great time. Do you want to wait around for that? Probably not. You're young, right? Get back out there, have some fun. Meet even more new people. I'll give you the same advice that I gave one of my friends way back in the day when his lady cheated on him, and I was like, you definitely need to break up with her now. And he said, but I love her so much. All I want to do is be with her. And I told him, look, man, You're gonna love a lot of people in this world, and that's okay. Not all of them are meant to be there forever. You had your time, you move on. Every time you listen to Andrew Huberman, you think about kissing her at the laundromat or wherever the hell you were. I don't know why it would be at a laundromat.
I could not have done this without you.
More clothes in the dryer?
I know why. Let me tell you kids about your laundromats with your 5-speed orgasm inducers hiding their shame inside the laundry room. No, back in the good old days we had hand crank washers that required a bit of elbow grease and some finesse. You want that spin cycle going, you've got to work for it. Just like you've got to put in some effort to get the sparks flying in the bedroom during the intimate times. You kids just soft and lazy is what it is. Try out your hand crank washer. Go ahead, crank it all day for all I care. Let me tell you, the satisfaction of a job well done, it's gonna be worth every minute. Wow, that was really elucidating. Okay. Cool, can I leave now? Yes, please go. I'm very tired. Okay, I guess we're moving on. This OP says, I told him I didn't want to bang on the second date. Oh, he got past the first one. He thought he had it locked down.
Your little pussy belongs to me.
That's hilarious.
Did you have a nice weekend?
OP says, yeah. I don't think we should see each other again. You suggested going back to my place, even though we've talked at length about the whole intimate thing. I'm really not into that being so casual. Then he exchanges pleasantries before saying, it's your call, but first, I didn't say we had to go to your place to do it. I didn't say that at all. Okay, then you tell me what else it could possibly imply.
Do you want to have a slumber party? I made popcorn. Secondly, I don't like girls who make rules right off the bat on me because of their previous relationships or experience, or I might call mistakes and apply that on me.
What leap in logic is this? He's really trying to flip this back around. I didn't openly ask you if you wanted to do it. You inferred that meaning, and it's your fault for being such a whore. For your previous experiences. Oh my god, dude. This is, it's ambrosia, it is, but it's also really terrifying.
I'm sorry, Min, but I'm a high-value man, and if the other guys you had in the past were trash, I'm not.
And we all definitely believe you because you definitely said it. That's all the proof I need, not the actions that you just took. We'll just take your words over the actions you've shown me.
So, up to you. I don't mind hanging out and seeing where things would go, but I will not allow you to manipulate me the way you want.
See, he's really just trying to flip it all back around. You know where you wanted things to go. I wonder who he gaslights in his life that just lets him get away with it like this. Probably his parents. Stupid parents raised the dumbass kid. OP does the smart thing, doesn't even respond or try and defend it. Just laughing emoji and thumbs up.
Were you joking with me or what? I don't understand. I'm confused.
I know you are, son. I know you are. I don't know who he thought he was fooling in the moment. Maybe he did actually, respect the boundary, wouldn't have tried anything weird, but on the second date, are you really gonna trust somebody? Hell no. Not if you got a brain in your head. I got a brain in my head, definitely. Big, smooth brain, so pretty. Anyway, let's move on to another post. How do I respond to this? These are always hilarious to me. How are we this terrible at interacting that you want somebody else to do it for you, essentially? So OP matches with the chick. It says, hey, you probably get this a lot, but how come no socials? And she says,
Honestly, in the most respectful way possible, if you're even asking the question, I don't think you'd understand my answer.
Oh, you're just way too fucking deep, aren't you?
I don't use social media because it's so bad for you.
It can be, I guess. There's a fine line. But let's be very clear that your personal choices do not make you better than me. This is like neo-veganism. Like, I abstain from social media. Best decision I ever made. Best decision I ever made. You know, I think about it sometimes, you guys. I think about walking away from YouTube completely. Just go raise chickens and ducks and rabbits. and enjoy my years. But then I remember this really cool meme that I saw one time, and Smooth Brain's like, yeah, get back on there. And then we see more things like that. Go! Anyway, condescending woman continues.
Technology definitely serves a purpose, but when it comes to social interaction, it's nothing but harmful. That's my opinion.
Oh, you got bullied on the internet when you were younger, huh? Now you're just completely terrified of social media? It's okay. The vast majority of social media out there is just not worth a damn at all. But I don't know what I'd do without my parasocial YouTube relationships.
She says, and nobody has ever asked. Typically, people reaching out tend to agree with that sentiment and tell me something similar or along those lines. No better feeling than being off the grid and just experiencing life as it is without the need to post a photo for validation. You should try it sometime, winky face.
My wife and I basically never take photos of anything that we do. We're very, very terrible about it because, yeah, we do like to live in the moment. But then there's a whole lot of downtime that could be spent, you know, farming content or, well, no, yeah, basically just farming content or wasting time. I guess that is the downside of that fast-paced social media type of lifestyle, you know? You have to monetize every second of the day or you're not really living, when the reality is you're giving up those moments by trying to monetize them. My wife and I have shared some beach vlogs and things like that over on our personal channel, Mr. and Mrs. ReddX, but I don't think people need to be included in absolutely everything that we do. Because yes, sometimes it is nice to just be like, okay, we're here. It's now. All I have is this moment and I don't want to give it away to anybody, you know? God, that got awful philosophical. Definitely not trying to say that I agree with this chick, but you know, all things in moderation, right? As far as OP's question, how do I respond to this? I don't know if you're ready to respond to this. Let's see what the comments have to say. Top commenter, Boner Jams. Nice. Tell her you posted your conversation to a social media platform looking for advice. Yeah, the thread's basically over at that point. What else needs to be said, dude? Yeah, I don't think you're cut out for all this, OP. She might have matched, but she definitely ain't the one. You're too different. But still good luck out there. Next. This one's for all you short kings out there. So-and-so liked your photo. Morning, Katu. How was your weekend?
Hey, John. I think you're too short for me, but what's the book you're writing?
Dude, what a bitch. Can I steal your book idea? Also, you're short? Get out of my inbox. OP says, the book is called Don't Like My Profile If I'm Too Short For You. Pretty sure I have a bestseller on my hands.
Touche.
Yeah, whatever. Nobody cares. To even call this a battle of wits would be demeaning to the word battle. This is a massacre. It's not touche. It's, oh, I'm sorry. I must look like a dumbass. Let me get the hell out of here. And I would appreciate it if you did, madam. I probably wouldn't even call her madam, honestly. But I am pretty curious about the book that OP's writing. Do you possibly need an audiobook narrator? Because we can do that too. I don't have to interrupt things every sentence. That's just how I choose to do it in my own personal time. Anyway, let's move on, see what else we got. This poster provides us with the aftermath of my first Tinder date after a year out of the game. Why were you out of the game for? I mean, that's your own personal business. But the fact that you called it aftermath is a little foreboding, you know? She says, make it home okay? He says, almost, yeah. I just got off at the stop, and I'm gonna go by to give my friend who's gonna house sit for me a spare set of keys. She says, oh, yeah, I've been down there a few times when I lived down that way. Don't get stabbed, laughing emoji.
Let's be careful out here.
Good one. OP says, lol, I'll try my best. Yeah, it's pretty much the dive bar final boss, but I'm a degenerate, so I go there pretty often. Huh, did you have a good time? OP says, yeah, I had a great time. Thanks for the recommendation and the great conversation. I definitely want to set something up for when I get back, if you're on board for it. Well, this seems like a normal conversation so far. Where's the train wreck? How are we supposed to have aftermath if we don't first have a train wreck? I demand it.
I demand entertainment.
The chick says, okay, well, gotcha. I did have a good time, but I want to be upfront as possible. I mean, upfront as possible. And I hope this doesn't make me sound like an a-hole, because that truly is not my intention. And please call me on my if I'm off base. Regardless, I've never really dated black guys that much. And boy.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Sorry, I don't date black guys.
And when I matched with you, I thought, hey, he looks like we could really hit it off. And I got curious and wanted to try just to see what happened. Dude, these are all inside thoughts, you know? Why would you say that to another human being, that you just wanted to try them out? I was trying to taste every flavor of the rainbow. I don't know what you want from me. You're entitled to do it if that's really what you want to do. I don't know why it would be, but the only prerequisite is that you try not to denigrate anybody in the process, okay? It's a really low bar, but we could just start there and see where it goes. Just wanted to try and see what happened. And OP says, yo, where's this going, Lamau? It's such a great response. What the fuck you telling me all this? She says, and I decided to give it a try to see how I would vibe with something different. And I think we did vibe, but more like on a friend vibration, if that. And I really hope you understand. This is something brand new for me, and I definitely want to keep in touch. What are you talking about? OP says, bro, I could appreciate if you weren't into me, but I'm not your racial guinea pig. See? You're not gonna make any friends saying shit like that. I guarantee you she's got BLM on her profile. And then she's like, I don't know. I just wanted to see what it was like to be with one of you people. You people?
What the is wrong with you?
Oh boy. But no, yeah, go off, OP. He says, you agreed to meet up with me because you wanted to try a black person. I hope you can appreciate how wild that sounds. It is absolute insanity. TikTok, social media, it really does have some people fucked up, doesn't it? The girl replies, in no way am I a racist. And see, this is why I was hussy to bring it up. Oh, Freudian slip there. You're a hussy, a harlot, a streetwalker. I just wanted to be upfront and tell you how I see things with us moving forward. I didn't mean hussy, I meant hesitant. Wow, typo. Yeah, quite the Freudian slip, wasn't it? And if you really do have to preface it with like, I'm totally not racist, but you can see why, you know, I'd be a little more skeptical towards that. OP just says, Lamau, I didn't say you were racist, but you could be more tactful. Or, to be honest, you could have just said, sorry, we're not a match. I've done that plenty of times. Yeah, that would be the normal human thing to do. We don't really need to elaborate any more than that. But now this crazy chick is off just chasing rabbits, not following the conversation at all. I've lived with and around black individuals my whole life, so please don't get the idea that I'm some racist. I think it's acceptable to have preferences, and if we're not on the same page about that, shrug emoji. I think it's a stretch to even be like, this is just about preferences. You were out there trying to taste every flavor of the rainbow. That has nothing to do with preference. Or maybe you're trying to find your preference, and it wasn't that. Damn, OP. He was out there batting for the whole team. And he dropped the ball. OP says, please miss me with that my best friend is black talk. You didn't have to bring that up at all. Really, she did. The fact that she did is hilarious to me. She just strikes me as like really ditzy and dumb and doesn't really think about things before she says them. Girl continues to defend herself from the dreaded R word and says, and like, if we were talking about radical honesty in the gay community, I feel like we should be able to give and receive feedback with an open mind and heart. Oh my God. This OP's a gay dude? I guess that explains some of the hypergamy, doesn't it? It's really indefensible what you said. So, just apologize or don't and be done with it. Because this whole situation, it's going to end either way. At least have it end on your own terms. OP says, feedback, huh? Yes, feedback, huh? Your feedback is that you don't want to date me because I'm black. Literally, how would you like me to respond or react to that? See, this is what I'm talking about. You're making people feel uncomfortable in their own skin for no reason whatsoever. You can have a preference. You either like that or you don't, but you don't get to play around. Experiment and decide. Or, I guess you do. But probably don't announce that as your sole intention, especially if it doesn't work out. So crazy person says, laughing emoji to your feedback, is that you don't want to date me because I'm black. Literally, how would you like me to respond to that? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm seeing more and more that I may have dodged a bullet. Oh, yes.
The impudence, the audacity, the unmitigated gall.
You're definitely the one dodging bullets here. What a ridiculous thing to say. Leave it all to a blank type to make it all about race. Bet you're a blank poster too. Blank poster? The only fill in the blank for poster that I know is shit poster. But that word's way too long. Whatever. OP responds, made it all about race? You are the one that made it all about race. Yes, again, objectively true. Fam, you are really rude and also apparently psychotic, and that's not the vibe that I got at all from you literally 30 minutes ago. And what the hell is this blank type bullshit? And how is it supposed to be an insult in the first place? Just please leave me the hell alone. Lose my number. Yeah, I think we all need to calm down and regroup a little bit. Chill out, smoke a L. Breathe in deep because it's gonna be fine. I know he called you the naughty R word and he alluded to calling you another word that people don't like very much. Can't we just agree to disagree? Nobody's gonna win at this point. Crazy dude says, I brought up my position and you're attacking me for it and blowing it way the hell out of periodic by claiming I don't like you because you're black. That's not what I said, and you know it. You said you wanted to try a black guy and that you really have more like friend vibrations or something like that. Could you possibly admit to yourself that some people might find that the least bit offensive? You're entitled to not care whether they're offended or not. Walk away from the whole situation and just be like, whatever, die mad. But do acknowledge that what you said is offensive, at the very least. He's not going to. And OP says, nah, I'm done with all this. Sad emoji to nah because I'm done with this. They gotta type the whole thing out to do the reply, probably because on Android. That relates to the 4chan green text video that we did just the other day, and the Android text is green. Are you connecting the dots here? Me either. OP says, I'm not attacking your position, bro. I'm just saying you need to try and watch your language. It's okay to experiment, but don't talk about people like they're disposable things that you can just try. That's fucked up. 100% it is. Once again, you can totally do it, but like I said when we started this post, you never say the quiet part out loud, okay? Crazy person says, I figured as much. I never said anything about disposable. It's like we're not having the same conversation. Best of luck out there, especially being this sensitive. I mean, people do have the right to be sensitive. You have the right to disregard their sensitivity. That's how the world works, and it all spins round and round. But they just want to joust at each other before they part ways. Looking like a 2-player session of genital jousting out here. OP says, best of luck to you too, baby girl. Don't let the door hit you Confederate ass on the way out. Kissy emoji. Yep, now we've devolved into the name calling, and you know what comes after that. Once you've tweaked his nipples just a little bit, I'm pretty sure he's really going to step on the gas. And he says, and for the record, I said I wanted to continue talking and trying to be friends, but you ruined it. Lol. Die in a freaking fire. You triggered blankety blank blank. OP says, you too, honey bun. Clown emoji, heart eyes emoji. Didn't that crazy person say, like, yeah, it's okay to call me out if you think I'm off base? Yes, you're off base. And he's like, how dare you? I've got black. I can't possibly be off base because I've known black people before. Not in a biblical sense. That's why I brought you here, because I wanted to try you. And yeah, I could definitely see why OP's offended. You're right, he didn't say anything about disposable and such, but subtext matters a whole lot. I guess all we can really do is be glad that the mask cracked away as quickly as it did, and, you know, lesson learned. We gotta move on to the next. This one's called Wild Tinder Shenanigans. Oh, you know I love me some shenanigans. OP says, you, not us, lol. Whatever. Tinder date says ETA is 7 minutes. I'm here. OP says, I'm coming to get ya.
Let me get your ass, boy. Let me get it.
And he got her all right, because the very next reply is, my fear is that the condom is inside me, because apparently that could happen, so I'm gonna go to urgent care tomorrow to investigate.
You what?
What, did it go well? Well, yes and no. What do you mean no? Oh, I gotta go to the urgent care tomorrow. Really? Maybe I should date him too. I'm just gonna move my hands apart like this and you tell me how big. Oh my god, you bitch. No, but really all this is pretty gross to me. Hookup culture L's and such. But again, I'm morbidly fascinated. Dude doesn't even really care at this point. He's not like, let me go with you. He just says, oh God, okay, well, please keep me posted. I will. I'm sure wherever it ends up being, all will be well. Lol. Yeah, who hasn't lost a rubber in the Coochie Canyon before, you know? It's just a normal Friday night. Dude says, haha, okay, good luck. Update, so gross, but I got it. It was, in fact, inside. Oh, God, at least the mystery is solved. Bro, quit pretending like you give a fuck with these half-sentence replies. He's like, I hit, time to move on. Like, I'm glad you didn't die from sepsis or whatever, OP, but I don't know, just take a good look at your life and think about if this is really the way you want it to be. I know it's not. Even through these few texts, I can see you reaching out for a human connection of some sort. But this really ain't the way to get it. At least not in my experience. OP does add some context here saying, lol, Women and men alike, please take my wild and gross experience and keep in mind the next time that your rubber goes mysteriously missing during a Tinder hookup and the man accidentally finishes inside because neither of you realized that the rubber was gone. And then you both laugh nervously together and look everywhere for it, but it's literally nowhere to be found, and you can feel each other becoming a little suspicious of the other because those things don't tend to disappear. Just imagine being that intimate with somebody that you're still suspicious of. It's like so out of my realm of experience. I have to know and trust you completely before that's ever gonna happen. But I guess I'm just a dinosaur now, a relic, different days and times. You kids do whatever the hell you're gonna do. With any luck, I'll be out of here within the next 30, 40 years. But you guys both decide to just let it be and call it an unsolved mystery until the next day when you're telling your friends the story and they say, hey, the rubber's probably inside. And you say, what? And then you try twice to see if it's there, but find nothing. And then your friend suggests a certain position for the search. And then on the third try, you find it. You find it inside yourself and take it out after it being there for almost 24 hours. Be careful out there. It's a crazy world. Yeah, some real fucking life advice you got to offer there. Try not to get any rubbers trapped inside yourself. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be real careful about that. Was he just trying to rock the Magnum rubbers, but he didn't have a Magnum dong? It's been known to happen once in a while. There's also the possibility that the rubber was the perfect size and OP was just, gripping like that it ate it all up. But I'm pressing X to doubt on that theory for reasons that I refuse to elaborate on. It is indeed a wild Tinder shenanigan, and I am so grateful to not be a part of it. This is insane. I need one more post to clean the taste out of my mouth. Here we go. Was this too harsh after waiting nearly an hour at a restaurant? Waiting? Okay, sure, but did you wait though? Were you waiting at the time? I need you to elaborate. Dude says, so this isn't a brush off, I promise. I somehow lost my keys. I'm trying to find them right now. And she says, lol, what? What do you mean, what, bitch? I said I lost my keys, but it does also show just an extreme lack of preparation. Hopefully I'll find the soon, and I will leave once I do. OP says, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Damn, she's on to the next already. That's the trouble with this online dating game, fellas. She got 100 options at her fingertips. You need to make sure your stuff is on point. That's also why these ugly, raggedy-ass bitches walking around like they're 9s and 10s. Again, video for a different day, I guess. Dude says, this is insane. I've completely flipped my apartment. And she says, I left. Have a good night. I literally just found them. I could head down there now, but I understand if you don't want to. Sorry, I made other plans. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for nothing. I mean, literally, yeah, he did lose his keys. Was it too harsh after an hour of waiting? I mean, maybe a little bit, but it serves as a good life lesson, doesn't it? And honestly, it wasn't even that harsh. You didn't call them names or anything. You're just like, I'm out of here. Have a good night. Thank you. Very cordial. I'm going to give all of that a pass. Again, OP elucidates in a comment. He was a nice enough guy, great conversation over the last few days, but after feeling rejected, I immediately told someone about what had happened, and they offered to come out ASAP. Am I the asshole for not canceling my new plans when he finally found his keys? I mean, you had a white knight galloping to your rescue. Was it all that you dreamed? I probably don't see much of a future with somebody who can't keep track of their keys. It's a pretty crucial item in your life. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't be down to make a second run at it either. Great, we connected. Well, you know what? You connect with a lot of people. Not all of them are meant to be there forever. Didn't I say this earlier in the episode? I think I did. And you know what that means. It's time to wrap it up. So I hope you guys will like, comment, subscribe. If you did enjoy the episode, I appreciate it so much. If you could sign up for Patreon or YouTube memberships to help me out with a few dollars every month, I mean, that's a really huge move too. If you can't afford it, don't sweat it too hard, friends. I'm just glad that you watched the video, especially if you watched it this far. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye. Go ahead and cut them open. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Promise, swears.